Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Project Ozone 3 land, and things have changed a little bit. I've made a hell of a bloody mess of the world, and I've also built a big reactor. There's these things, and then there's stuff in the sky, and there's a load of old redstone up there, but mostly it's the big reactor and this. This is the digital miner, and I figured to do the next bit of armor that I need to do, which is the he said not having checked. Let us quickly reconvene in the checking system. It is the iota we're looking at, isn't it? We are up to the thorium. So I thought I'll go to the mining world, get some thorium. I'll take a digital miner with me. I made a digital miner. There's a digital miner right there. How the hell am I going to power my digital miner? I thought to myself. It was a conversation I had to myself there. I thought, I've got a big reactor. I can attach that to the digital miner. But big reactor's powering up everything else. So what do I do about that? Build a bigger reactor that can power everything else. Allows us the option to extend or move our machine room, and frees up that reactor to go with the digital miner into a different realm where we can just hook it all up and let it find thorium for me and whatever else we need to suck out of the ground. So built a big reactor. It's not full of cryothium. We ran out of cryothium in mid-filling process, but all I've done to resolve this issue, it's filled up to this line of control rods. All these control rods are running at, let me just double check, 90% insertion. These ones are at 100% insertion, so they won't do anything. They don't go active, which is fine because there's no cooling on them. Well, there's some cooling on them, but not enough. Insufficient cooling, I believe we'll call it. We need a whole row of cryothium going in there to give cooling at least any way, shape or form on these. We don't have that, so they're all deactivated. It has allowed me the luxury of seeing, if I turn this on, the particle effect. I've never seen that before because I've always had liquid cryothium in there, but there is a particle effect on the reactor cores. Up here you will find some red net ports that are just sending and receiving signals. Theoretically, when it drops below 5% energy storage, it turns itself on, and when it goes back above 70, it turns itself off. That's what this mess up here does. This is just a standard logic gate being used as an AND, and this is just a standard logic gate being used as a NOT. So that makes a NAND gate, and when as you see here, we're feeding the outputs back into the inputs as one of the inputs on the NAND gate, and that in turn, with this output here, creates a latch. So it will turn itself on and will turn itself off again. I have tested it with levers, and it worked with levers. It's now powering the reactor, so we'll see if that actually does what it's supposed to do. In the meantime, we have stuff to do. We need to turn our ME system into being powered by the big reactor over there. We need to pump Yellorium into our big reactor, because we have Yellorium stored over there, and we need it to get over there. The Yellorium is already linked to the ME system, which is good. We need an import bus, I believe. Export bus? Export bus. Export bus. One of ME export bus, one of them doodads. Can we make one of them doodads? We can make one of them doodads. Excellent. We also need the energy acceptor that is over here. And disconnecting this will temporarily turn our shizwaz off. Now that's problematic. It might run on a little bit of reserve there. Okay, we've got the energy acceptor. We need to find a place for the energy acceptor, and we need some Yellorium. So I'll just grab a quick little bit of Yellorium from over here. Boop, just the one needed. It's running quite well on a reserve there. We need to add to the reserve because I am getting some glitchy behaviour from it, and that's purely down to power. It can't suck enough power, and that's a problem for us. So we've got output bus there. So if I just bang that straight on, that hooks straight in, and the energy is now being sorted. Done, sorted. We need a export bus there, and we want to tell that it's exporting Yellorium. This should have no space for Yellorium yet. It's got no space for Yellorium. I did do a good job filling that bad boy up. So we need a little bit of ME cable, which I forgot we needed. I did know we needed it because I left it in that state, but I do appear to have forgotten that. CAB cable. There we go. We've got 92 of the buggers. Had a lot of fun making all these up here. It took a long time. Mind you, not as long as clearing all this mess out took. So yeah, that's gone reasonably well for me. So this will go klablooey. That is now dumping Yellorium into there when this room. And that's perfect. That's perfect. It doesn't use a lot of Yellorium because we've got the fuel rods dipped so low. It manages to produce plenty of power. I don't think we'll need a lot of power. At the moment, it's just ticking along, feeding the ME system. See? 92, 97.2. Then hopefully it will turn on when it gets down to 5%. We will see. We will see what happens. I mean, I've got to bob in and out of this world a time or two, so it could go wrong. It could easily go wrong. We need some conduit as well. Conduit. If we're going to take out... Ooh. We don't got so many of them. Maybe we can make some more. Conduit. Where are you? Which one are we using? Energy conduit? Is it energy conduit we're using? I thought it was better than that. I thought we were using energetic alloy. Are we using energetic alloy? 8. Maybe we're not using energetic alloy. Let me see what we're using over here. That is just energy conduit. That's just straight up energy conduit. So we can go with energy conduit. Looks like. I'd prefer energetic. I've got to say I prefer energetic energy conduit there, but beggars can't be choosers when you need to like crack on with these things. Beggars cannot be choosers. So we want energy conduit, which should be... Ooh, we are out of binder. God damn. Isn't it always the way? Conduit, binder, composite, bloop, bloop. We can make a couple of stacks of that. Did we make a couple of stacks? We did make a couple of stacks of that. Fair enough. Fair play. That's making graphite ingots. Where did they go? They felt like they went on the floor. Did they look like they went on the floor to you? Maybe that was an artifact of, you know, stuff and things. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along, generally. Generally making it up as I go along. So we've got 2 energy conduits. We need more than that. That ain't going to reach where we need it to reach. But we should be able to do a little bit more damage with a little bit more of that stuff. We don't need a lot of it. Just a little bit of that stuff. Energy conduit. Bloop. Bloop. 10. Again. It's not a terrific amount, but it might be enough. It might be enough. Let's go see. All we got to do is tag it onto the end of the line that's coming through there, through the machines in there. I think it's up there somewhere, isn't it? So that can basically tag onto this. Kind of want a little bit of headroom here. Does that look about right? That does look about right. That's 4 gone. This is going to be tight. I don't think we've got enough here. We'll see. And hopefully this will enable us, provide us with a resource where we can take the reactor out. Yeah, that is kind of sketchy, that, isn't it? Is it enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof! Flipping heck, it was just enough. So we can now sever. We can take this out. We don't need this. This was put here because this is where the power was. We don't need this here anymore, and we don't need that to do that job anymore. Oops, broke something I should not have broken there. We can fill that in. We've got a little bit of andesite. Keep things looking similar, and then we break this out. And this is getting a redstone signal from way down there, which is our lever. I was proud of that little lever setup. I was quite proud of that little lever setup. We'll take that out, and we will just get rid of that and fill the cow hole in because we don't want Mr. Cow getting out. Even though we don't really use Mr. Cow, we don't want him getting out. We can take all this junk away. Is that empty? No, not quite. There's a machine in there. I need better tools. I need to sit down and have a good old session making tools because I'm using my pickaxe for everything, and everyone knows that's wrong. That's just morally reprehensible. Any Yellorium in there? 2 Yellorium in there. Okay, that's fine. So let's take this bad boy down. This will give us all the parts we need and parts we don't actually need to make this reactor in a different dimension. And this reactor should be way more than enough to power the digital miner. I mean, it might not go terribly quick, especially if we're only using cheap and cheerful conduits. But it stands a good chance of getting some ore that we need relatively quickly, and that's the key bit here. So we've taken all the power out of the system now. All the original power. We have the big power now. We have the big power that, in theory, is going to do the job. If that logic system I've got set up on the roof doesn't work, I have got backup. I've got a more simple backup. And simple is good when it comes to this sort of thing. Keep it simple, do the wind dance. That's the way we like to roll. Keep it simple and do the wind dance. So this should all still be powered over here. This should have no troubles because it's getting its power now down that line. And power seems to be just a demon in ME. You can shove any amount of power down these conduits, and it is just content with it. Massively just content with it. So we've got some energy conduits left over from the dismantling. We need this thing. Okay, that's good. We've got some... We'll pop it in here for now. We've got this hopper, these two chests, and a machine. That needs to go in there, and that needs to go in there. The energetic infuser should... Did we make another energetic infuser? We may have made another energetic... Yeah, there is one on there. So we've attached an energetic infuser to that reactor already. We don't need another energetic infuser, so that stays in that little pile too. So let's go to the mining dimension, which is this horrible world over here, where it's just dark and miserable all the time. And hopefully we can set some stuff up. Yeah, this place is rank. It's rank and horrible. So if we set up the digital miner here, I don't know whether it needs to be on the floor. I don't think it does. I think it can just do its job wherever it wants to be. Where does the power go? Is that power in the back? If that's power in the back, that's going to be a pain in the body, isn't it? That is going to be a little bit of a pain in the backside if that's power in the back. But that's okay. We can work on this. We'll make it a little bit bigger than we need it to be. Something just blew up. I'm a little concerned by the thing that blew up. I don't know what it was. Oh, something's getting a little bit feisty with me. Something over that a ways is getting a little bit of a feistiness about it. Ow, jeez. Oh no, he's there. Wow. Way to underestimate that turkey, and he withered me. I don't appreciate that. He's not helping the construction of our reactor. I've got to be honest with you. His presence is not helping matters at all. He's making me quite sad. Quite sad. We need a torch there just to make sure this place is lit up properly. Okay. Easy there, Tiger. Easy there, Tiger Tim. You're a little bit feisty. A little bit more feisty than I'm comfortable with. I do not approve of your level of feistiness. Your feistiness index is off the scale, and it makes me quite sad. Hiding in the reactor for the win. Just generally, that's what's happening here. Right, we need the fuel rod on... Oh, we can't do that, can we? Damn it. Okay. We need the control panel, which can go in there. We need a kind of import and export bus, which can go around this side, I think. We need to... We've got two of them. We've got two buses, so we can just go that and that. That one can be set to that one. Hello. You can be set to eject fuel. There we go. Outlet mode. Nicely done. You can have three in there ready. It's not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough. We've got a red net port thing. Ooh, we should probably have that there. Yeah, that would work. Only it's just completely in the way, so we'll get rid of it. And then we got 3 power output ports. So we will have power there, power there, power there. And then on this side we can have... Oh no, we need one of those on this side, don't we? I'm being dumb now. I'm being dumb. So we need a blank there. We've got a couple of spares. If we fully built this thing, we seem to have one left over, which is worrying me a little bit. I am... Where have my... Oh, hello. You're not supposed to be there. That's not what was supposed to be there at all. That's what's supposed to be there. Perfect. I kind of got myself a little bit confused there building a reactor. That shouldn't happen. Ah, this is where our missing block goes. There we go. Then we have the fuel rods inside. Kablooey, kablooey. Then we have power there and thingy there. Reactor has made, and reactor says I've got some fuel in, not a lot. That's fine. And then we have energy conduit like that and like that. Ooh, do you not like energy conduit? Oh, maybe that's not the power input. Where's the power input then? 6 going to be enough to do that? Maybe that's an output then. Okay, so we do this. And yeah, that is power. Okay, that's fair enough. So we're inserting power there, and we are extracting power there. And that is running redstone signal. This is energy conduit. Always active. Should always be active. Yes, that's right. That's as it should be. So if we turn that on, bloop, this thing should power up. Yep, it's got power. Excellent. So we should now be able to get the ore that we need. I just cannot remember how this thing works. I can't remember the command structure for it. Hit start, it's doing something, but we don't know what. We need to specify what it needs to do. So we stop it. And we need to reset, auto eject, silk touch, auto pull, all is well. Security, upgrades, energy needs, disabled, visuals. How on earth do we configure this thing? Any guesses? Any guesses how we configure this damn thing? We have all the power we need, so reset it, configure, there we go. New filter. Or dictionary. Can we do... Oh, what is this stuff called? Anyone remember what the ore we're after is? Let's go with ore. Let's just go with ore. 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 Save. And radius 10, minimum, I don't know, 10, maximum 60. No, let's not do that. 0, 60. Okay. Okay. Has that accepted that filter? Okay, it seems to have accepted that. Key ore. Okay. Okay. So we start, and does it do anything? Doesn't seem to do anything. Eject is off, pull is off, silk is off, to mine 0. Okay, so it's not finding anything. So we'll reset that and set a new filter in here. Material. Material of... Let's try ore in here instead. Oh, do I have to specify something physically here? Okay. It's definitely... Let's get rid of that. Delete that. New filter. Let's try iron, shall we? IRON. Save. It's not found anything in here, which is worrying me that I'm not doing this right. I always have trouble with these digital miners when I first come to use them. Tell you what I'll do. I will look up digital miners and I will find out what the flaming hell I'm supposed to put in this thing to get it to do its trick. But from Furryearsworld for now, we will go with a cheery old ta-ta.